Hello children, today in our class we are going to continue with lesson 11 which is air, water and weather. And today we will discuss about various uses of water, what is water table, process involved in change of states of water, that is evaporation and condensation, what are the various forms of condensation and process of water cycle. So let's proceed. Children, you all know that how essential water is for all of us. About 70% of the earth's surface is covered with water. And what are the various sources of water? The various sources of water are rivers, lakes, ponds, rain, etc. We use water for various activities like drinking, bathing, cooking, cleaning, watering plants, swimming, etc. Now, let's see what is water table. You might have seen that when it rains, some of the rainwater steeps into the ground and it passes through the soil. And this water, which is under the ground, now is known as underground water. And the level of this underground water in an area is called the water table. Children, we have studied earlier that water exists in three states, that is, ice in solid state, water in liquid state, and water vapor in the form of gas. All these three states are interchangeable, that is, one state can be changed into another state. Now, let's study about the process involved in change of states of water. There are four processes: evaporation, condensation, melting, and freezing. Here, we will discuss in detail about evaporation and condensation. So, what is evaporation? It is a process by which water changes into water vapor on heating. Now, let's see the factors which affect the rate of evaporation. Number 1. Rate of evaporation is fast when the temperature of the surroundings is high. You might have seen that clothes dry quickly on hot days as compared to cold days. Second, when air is dry, rate of evaporation is fast. So, clothes dry faster on a dry day than on a humid day. Also, when there is wind, water evaporates faster. Rate of evaporation also depends on the exposed surface area. When the exposed surface of water is large, rate of evaporation is faster. Now, what is condensation? Condensation is the process by which water vapor changes into water on cooling. Like for example, when we boil water in a container and cover it with a plate, we see tiny droplets of water on the inner side of the lid that can be easily collected in another container. Now, let's discuss about different forms of condensation. Number 1, dew. Dewdrops are very commonly seen during winter mornings. When water vapor condenses on the surfaces of leaves and grass in the form of drops, it is called dewdrops. Fog is formed when water vapor condenses on the dust particles to form thick clouds of tiny droplets just above the land or water. When dewdrops freeze to form crystals of ice, it is termed as frost. When raindrops pass through a very cold region of the atmosphere, they freeze to form pellets of ice, which is known as hail. Snow is formed in extremely cold weather. Here, water vapor condenses to form snow instead of water droplets. When water vapor condenses and falls to the ground in the form of drop of water, it is called rain. Now, let's see what happens in water cycle. The process of evaporation and condensation are going on continuously in water cycle. These are the various steps involved in the process of water cycle. Please go through it. Now, let me explain it with a simple diagram. First of all, water evaporates from the various water bodies due to the heat of the sun. It then rises up and condenses to form tiny droplets of water. These droplets join to form clouds. When clouds become heavy, they fall down as rain. This rainwater again flows back to various water bodies and this process is continued. So, let's recall the definition of water cycle. The cycle that involves the change of water into water vapor and then into water again in nature is called the water cycle. This is all for today. Please revise the portion which is being taught today